Hi mate, welcome to Sigma Chat's channel, and today I'm gonna show you a $1 million pattern that I developed myself called the Apex. And trust me, that's not a clickbait name, it's the most powerful pattern on the market that I have ever seen. You won't find it on YouTube, books, or on internet, and that's really good because the fewer people know about this pattern, the fewer people understand this pattern, the more money we can make trading it. The beauty of this pattern is that it can be applied to any market. You can apply it to crypto, you can apply it to stocks, gold, metals, you name it. If you understand this pattern well and if you manage to spot it in time, you will make lots of money. Just trading this pattern. You don't need anything. So here I have this support, I'll delete it. You don't need anything to trade this pattern except the market structure and moving averages. So the only things that you need is to understand the market structure and to understand the moving averages. So the pattern called Apex, and I'll start explaining it with the traditional bullish pennant. I think many of you know. So this is the bullish pennant. It's called pennant triangle, whatever you call it. So traditional bullish pennant, we have a price that's moving its way up to this bullish pennant and then it explodes, right? And here we have higher highs, here we should have higher lows, and so the price creates pressure and explodes. So this is a traditional pennant. I think many of you know it. Now you need to use your imagination and think about this traditional pennant, traditional bullish triangle, not as normal trend lines or whatever. It can also be a bearish, like this. And try to think about it. Wait. Try to think about this pennant in terms of moving averages. So let me draw it. So we have a master moving average. Let me make it white because I use it as white. This is 100 moving average. I have a daily chart here, but again, as I said, you can use this pattern on any time frame. You name it, 1 minute, 4 hours, 12 hours. The higher the time frame, the more powerful this pattern is. So the bottom we have a master moving average, which is a 100 moving average, 100-day moving average. On top we have a 200 moving average, moving like this. So let me make it red, because on my chart it's red. I'll move to the chart later on, but firstly I want you to use your imagination and understand how this pattern works. So before we had the traditional pennant, right, with the trend lines. So this was a trend line, traditional triangle. Now we have exactly the same pennant, but now we use moving averages. So we have the red 200 moving average coming from top. It's very important that, let me emphasize it. Okay. So it's very important that red, I'll even write it down. Red 200 MA must be above the white 100 MA. Okay. Let me make it. This is condition number 1. So the master moving average white. So these are the two conditions to form the apex pattern. So the master moving average, the 100-day white mark, is underneath the price. The red 200 moving average is coming on top. And actually there are more moving averages here, but okay. Let's assume there is just red and white, so it's 200 and 100, but in reality, as you can see from the chart above, there are few more here. I have like this, they go, okay, that's an awful drawing, sorry for that, but let's make them, I don't know, green or whatever color. I have green, blue, but they're all important, but the most important white is red and white. So these are the moving averages, right? The white is here. You can, from the chart, you can see this is the white one. So what's happening next? I'll delete it just so it's more visible. What happens next? The price is working its way into this apex, created from moving averages, not the trend lines like in the traditional sense. So the price here will create a pressure cooker. The price creates a pressure cooker and then it shoots up. I know that's an awful drawing, but hope you understand it. So let me delete it and we'll go once again. So we have white 100 coming from the bottom. We have red 200 moving average coming on top of the price, and then we have the price that's start coming into this apex. So you know it's slowly working itself into the apex and then it shoots. Okay, I'll make the price green. So here at this exact point when the pressure cooker is created, you know, the pressure on price is very high because the price is getting condensed by the two moving averages, the 100 white from the bottom, which acts as a support, and the red 200 that's coming on top of the price. And then the price shoots up. And now let's move on to BTC chart. So I'll explain later in later videos how to spot this pattern. There are a few conditions that need to be met, but for now I just want you to understand how it's formed. So okay, charts, let's have a look here. So I have a BTC chart for 2019, and to be honest, that's one of the most beautiful apex that you'll ever see. This 2018 apex, if you understood this apex back here in 2018, I mean, you could make millions. Look at this, like that's a beautiful pattern, that's a beautiful apex. From this apex the move was 265%. So if you understood this pattern back then, you could make millions. You could call a bull market or call an uptrend, whatever. You see this move? Just beautiful. So the idea is, if we look at the BTC chart, the idea is we had a large drop, right? We have a large drop and then we start forming some base. So after a large drop, we start forming a base. And in this base, the price, you see the white 100, here. This is the exact moment when the price actually breaks the white 100 moving average. So here you can see we broke it. We broke the white 100, then we had this drop to retest it. And now the price starts working its way into the pressure cooker. So you see, broke the white 100 and now the price is consolidating. And look how the moving averages are forming. So I'll delete it. You see the white 100 is coming underneath price, just as I said. The red 200 moving average, you see here I have red and purple, Actually, if you want to know exact moving averages that I use, make sure you subscribe to our channel. I'm gonna show you more about this pattern, but for now let's just assume it's white and red. So it's, as you can see, the white 100 moving average is coming underneath price. The red 200 is coming on top of the white. So let's make it red. So okay, and this is white. Right, just as I show you, the white is coming underneath the price, it's forming a support, and red is coming on top. So you see, white is forming the support, red is coming on top of it. Let's make it red. So we're creating a pennant, we're creating a bullish triangle, if you want to call it, formed with the moving averages. So the red is coming on top, the white acts as a support. So and the price starts working its way out here. You see the price is consolidating on top of all of these moving averages, and white 100 acts as a master moving averages, forming a support. Then you know what's happening. The price just shoots up. So once again, just to summarize the apex, we had a large drop. Right, let's make it. The price starts building the base. The price starts building the base. The price breaks above the white 100. Here you can see the price broke above it. So the white 100 starts acting as a support, and the other moving averages as well, becoming a support. The red 200 is coming above the price. It's very important that it comes above the price. Let's make it red. So what's happening here, the pressure cooker starts building. So we broke above the white, and now the pressure cooker, let's make it, I don't know, blue color, starts building, and then the price explodes. I know I suck at drawing, but I really want you to see what's happening on the chart, and it's very important to break. So when can we buy? When to buy? It's an important question to ask. We can buy anywhere at this base, this consolidation. So once we break above the 200, the red 200, once we break above it, the moving averages become very spread. So let me show you. You can see that when we are here in this consolidation box, the moving averages are very close to each other. The white acting as a support, and the red coming on top, and either the 9 EMA or 20 EMA, whatever, they are all very close to each other. So, but once the price breaks above the 200, once the price breaks above the daily 200, you see the bull market starts. So the moving averages, they become very spread. You see they're like here they diverge. So here they were very close to each other. Here they start to diverge, and that's essentially the uptrend, or the bull market starts. So from this pressure cooker, it's very important to understand this pressure cooker and how it starts building and how the price explodes later. That's essentially our trend. So how it's built, again, I want you to remember the red on top, the white 100 acting as a support, and the pressure cooker. So I want you to think about it to understand it easily in terms of normal traditional pennant. It's pretty much the same, but here instead of traditional triangle we're using moving averages, and then there is the price. There was a large drop, like here you see there was a large drop, then the price bounced up and it starts building. It's building that base. It moves. Actually, let me draw it a bit differently. Let me draw it a bit differently. So here the white 100, the red 200. So there was a large drop, right? There was a large drop, and then the base. Here we do the same. We had this large drop, and okay, let's make it white, green. Then the price starts building, and then the price breaks above 100. So 100, the white 100 becomes as a support. And then it works its way up to the apex, and then the bull trend starts. So that is it. That's the apex pattern, and it's really a $1 million pattern. That's the most powerful pattern you can find on the chart. We break above 200, we break above 100, we build the pressure cooker, we build that base, and then we break above 200. The moving averages start to spread around, and the bull market starts. And I chose this example of 2019 because, as I said, it's one of the most beautiful apexes you can find out there, but there are many more. So if we even recently, let's quickly go to recent. This is not a beautiful, this is not nice. Here, how did we move to this bull market that's we're actually having right now? From 15,000 to 70k, that's a crazy move, right? 350%. But look how it formed, how the bull market formed. That's not the best apex, to be honest, but look, it's very similar to the one I showed you in 2018. There is a red 200 coming on top of the price. There is a white 200 coming on underneath, but here it's a bit different. Here I must admit it's a bit different apex, but it's similar. If you take a look at it, it's very similar to the one I showed, but once the price breaks above the white 100, the bull market starts. But here it's not that nice. Here it's not that nice. It's not the perfect apex we had here. To be it perfect, this white 100 had to go like this. If it went like this, and then the red 100 would continue going like this, this would be could be called, that would be a more beautiful apex. But still, it's not bad. It's not bad. The idea is the same. We get this pressure, and here the pressure starts building really high, and the price just explodes even from here. I can show you some more recent examples. Let's check altcoins. The one I remember, just the one from the ones that recently mooned, is EDU. Let's check the EDU. Let's check other time frames. Look how it mooned, but now look at the 4-hour time frame. What can you see? That's our apex. The white 100. Let's work it from the beginning. We had a heinous drop. Look, that's crazy drop. 60% drop, and then the price started to build base. After the drop, we build base, and we start forming a pennant, the apex pennant. Look at the white 100. Look, it's beautiful. Look here. Once the price breaks above white 100, the white 100, and then the red 200 is coming on top. The red 200 is coming on top, just as we needed. Just as we needed. The red 200 coming on top. The white acts as a support, and we just explode. Look, this EDU, or whatever it's called, this education scam coin, look how beautiful this apex was. Look, it's just what I just showed you with BTC, now we can see on altcoins and many more forming. So as I mentioned in the group, just be ready to load the boat. Look, many more of these are forming on the market right now. Look, it was just beautiful. Moved, dropped, consolidated into this. Once we broke above the white 100 here, just shoots, just beautiful. Look at this move, I mean, like what was it? 122%. That's crazy. If you go to weekly chart, look, it almost neglected the whole dump. It had a crazy dump. This EDU dropped 70%. Shit, holy shit. And look now. Look at this apex. This is exactly the apex I just showed you. But on 4 hour, as I said, it can be used on any time frame. 4 hour, 1 day, any time frame, you name it, just need the conditions to be met. The white 100 coming underneath the price, the red 200 coming on top, and price building a pressure cooker. Starts grinding its way up and just shoots. So that's it. I explained you the apex pattern, and make sure you subscribe to Sigma Crypto Charts channel. And there are some things you need to understand about this pattern. It's not that easy. There are some things like we capture the lows and the stop hunts, but in general, as I just showed you, you don't need to understand anything about the price, about trading. You just find the situation like this, the situation when we form the pennant, and you'll nail it. Try it a few times, try it with stops. Look here, once we break, look, what the stop, I mean, look, if you placed your stop here at 0.5, let's make it red line. Here, you enter here, right? Once we broke above, once we got into this pressure cooker, you enter here, anywhere here, it doesn't matter, you enter here. Once we broke the white 100 and you place the stop above this pivot low. See this pivot low? You place your stop below it, and you know how strong was that move? Okay, if you enter here, I mean, sheesh, that's just insane. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Your stop was what, 5%? 5% stop. If you enter 5%, we can make it even, depends where you enter, but let's make it, okay, 5-6% stop. You enter once we break above the 4 hour white 100. That's crazy. The risk reward ratio of 20, that's insane, guys. It's just EDU, perfect apex, but a 4 hour apex. On BTC I showed you what the daily. The daily is stronger. The daily apex starts a bull market. The weekly apex is the craziest one, or the 3D apex. In next videos I'll show you some more apexes, the 3-day and the weekly apex that can actually start the 1-2 year bull market. But for now, just I want you to understand this pattern and good profits. Make sure you subscribe to our channels and stay tuned for additional materials.